now, but first I'm gonna head to Walmart to get a phone mount for this thing. I have the AMA sheet right here. See you in a bit. Holders, phone holders, phone holders. I don't spot anything here. Wait a sec. Ah, there it is. The phone mount is on. And so let's start. Let me first get out of this parking lot. Starting the AMA off, we'll go with Chen Li. What else do I plan to do with the car, and do I plan to daily it? So, plans for the car is to make it into a street/track sort of thing, with an emphasis towards street driving. So, basically I'm going to build it fast for driving on the street, which sounds like street racing. It probably might be street racing, but it's not. It's like, you know, it's like building it for the toge, but, you know, American roads. So that probably means a little higher horsepower than the Japanese usually prefer, because, you know, we're Americans. We need more horsepower for our roads, and probably little softer suspension because American roads suck. Do I plan to daily it? Well, I'm doing it right now, so yes. It's a great daily, by the way. And Ryder asks, why did I choose an AE86? Two reasons actually. One is because at the time it was my dream car, my affordable dream car, and second, because of financial reasons. So first off, I did see the AE86 first through Initial D, but I didn't fall in love with it because of Initial D. I know it's just like, you know, it's an 80s Corolla, it's the main star of a show, whatever. But what really got me was this. So yeah, that's why I bought an AE86. Also because at the time, AE86s were pretty cheap. I picked this up for $4,500, and at the time, like, you know, you could get a Silvia for about the same amount of money, RX-7 FC, and it just made sense because, you know, this car is only going to get more and more expensive and more collectible. And, you know, at the time, like, how cool would it be to have an AE86 for your first car? Not that I'm going to sell this. I don't plan to. Alright, Clock Arena. What's my favorite moment in the AE86? I think this actually happened week 9 of college. We had a car show recently, and I brought this car there. And so many people were like, oh my god, it's an AE86. And it was pretty cool because, you know, it's the first time I'm actually publicly showing my car to the people. And I'm actually a board member of that club right now, so that's kind of cool. Also, Carp F Doom asks, let's get around the neighborhood. Deadpool asks, how did I get through, basically, how did I get this thing through California smog? Well, the trick is, this car, engine and drivetrain and everything is basically stock, except for the muffler. So the catalytic converter, the EGR, all the emissions equipment that came standard on these US cars, it's all there and all accounted for. So that's how I got it through smog, and it's, you know, it's legit. It's fully legit for now. Devo Deep asks 3 questions. What Indian car would I buy? Let me put this up. What Indian car would I buy? Hindustan Contessa. I really want one of those because it's really 80s, and I just like the shape of it. I like 80s cars. Technically that's a 70s car, but you know. If I get one, I really want to import it from India and then swap in like an LS or something, and, you know, make it into the real muscle car everyone does stupid conversions on.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now. This is cancer.
And what do I think about the race mode? From the future. So I was editing my video and I realized I didn't really say what I thought about the race mode. I didn't fully research what I was talking about. So I'm gonna put this segment in. And I'm standing outside because this is the only place with decent lighting. So basically, about the race mode, I do think it's a great first start for Tata, and it's a legitimate sports car. But do I think, as a car, I think it's a good, it's kind of disappointing in that it's sported like an automated manual transmission, and since it's Tata's first transmission of that kind in a car like that, I don't know how it's going to be. It's probably going to suck, honestly, but we'll see. And I do want to make a blog post later about this, so this is just a basic overview of my thoughts. I'll make a full post on this later. And yeah, back to the video. And how's it like living as an Indian in the US? I mean, I'm pretty much American. I'm Christian. I go to church and stuff, so like, I mean, I'm pretty American, but I'm still pretty Indian because my parents are Indian and they teach me all that stuff. Let's see. I guess a few differences are, you know, you have different cultures. I guess I try to be a little bit more aware of my surroundings so I don't act Indian, like weirdly Indian. But I think that's about it, and I'm almost out of storage. So let's move on to the next question. 4A Jesus asks, do you drift? No, not yet. The suspension is all crappy right now. It's on stock suspension basically, so yeah, it sucks. But maybe in the future, but not as a drift missile, just like a like part-time drift car or something, kind of like Adam LZ, but it won't be a drift build. So yeah, thanks for the questions, and thanks for the support, and I'll see you next time.